Welcome to Rev and BP, the podcast where real estate meets romance and absolutely nothing is off limits. Meet your host, Ben Stentz of Lux Property Group, your go-to guy for luxury homes, killer deals, and occasional dad jokes, and Kristen Gonzalez of Hype Woman Productions, wedding planner, chaos coordinator, and certified vibe curator. They're cousins, they're besties, and they bring the energy. From love and real estate to big life moves and beautiful spaces, and mostly a bunch of random shit you didn't need to know. Pull up a chair, pour up a drink, and get ready to laugh, learn, and low-key spiral with the best cousin combo in the game. This is Rev and BP. Let's get into it.
Yeah. And
All
the
right.
and the and the famous words of Danny Page, what up, though?
What up, though? Episode 3.
Episode 3, and I'm rocking my Knicks jersey. Big game tonight.
Okay, NBA playoffs.
Yeah,
Here we
round
go.
two. Knicks playing Boston, game one of the series. You can't see if this is an Allen Houston jersey, autographed. Compliments of my main man Shane Eck gave this to me. So I'm trying to get the mojo right for the game.
Okay, let's go. I know nothing about basketball, know nothing about it, but looking for topics, and I was like, oh, okay. Ben's into basketball. Just a little bit. Just a little
Little
bit.
bit. Oh, I love my Knicks. I mean, I go down with my Knicks. They made it through the first round. It was ugly, but they did it. Now this is round two starting tonight. They're playing Boston. It was really good, but ride or
What time,
die.
what time do they play?
7:30, I believe that game starts tonight.
Eastern?
Yes.
Woo, okay.
Isn't the whole world run on Eastern time, by the way?
Oh yeah, you're right. I
Oh,
mean,
Shorty. She's down
short.
for putting on a show, like acting crazy.
Oh, you have to change your sign in the back.
I I didn't have a pen. Hold on. I mean, this is the reality of being on the pod. Things change quick.
Here we go. Here we go.
81 days till the family vacay.
Can't even see that, but
Shorty, pod time. Don't distract me. Listen, but on the last episode, we talked about this song that I'm gonna sing to my wife on our
Oh
anniversary.
yeah.
So I'm gonna try to see if I can share my screen because I read that
Oh,
it will allow me to play the song. Uh,
right on.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's see.
What
Uh,
is the song called?
Hold on, you're about to find out,
All
sucker.
right. All right.
Oh, well, that,
Ben
that
has started sharing.
can you there?
Double click. Here we go. ¿Cómo
There
hacer para olvidarte?
you go. Let's see if the audio will work here. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
It says Spotify can't play this right now. That's not the song.
I wonder why.
So annoying. Oh my Lord. I don't know. We need we need a producer. We need like a somebody on the side who's like just solving these problems in real time for us.
Just like popping the audio in as soon as we mention it.
They're like, boom, it's playing.
We will be able to do this on episode 4.
We got to figure it out because I mean, everybody wants to hear this song.
Yes.
It's not nobody's going to get to hear me sing it except my wife, but you can hear the song.
I
Uh,
will hear you sing. I know I will. I'll
no,
get a
no,
snippet.
no, it's not going to be recorded.
Oh,
It's a, private thing between me.
oh, what is that? What does the song title mean?
Oh, I have no idea. I've just,
How,
I've,
como para hacer, like how to do something, like how to have, I don't remember the last word. I don't remember what the last word was. What was it?
Olvidarte.
I don't know.
Olvidarte. Look it up. Look it up, sucker. It's
Yeah.
not it's kind of a sad it's not a sad song. It you have to put it in context as it relates to me and her. Um
I'm not gonna forget you. I have to forget you.
No, I mean, the context,
Oh, how do I forget you?
well,
What the shit are you talking
the
about?
context of me and her is, we've spent 4 years apart from each other, right? Like, and we're going to do it for another couple years. And so, he's talking about, remembering all these things about her. And I look at it from the perspective of it's sweet, remember these things um, about her, even though we're not together every day like most married couples. Um,
Yep,
so
yep.
it's taken me a while to really nail it, but I think I've got it nailed. My Espanol and my tongue roll game is tight right now.
Whoa, whoa.
Like,
That sounds rated R a little bit.
oh, come on, what are you talking about? You're from an ethnic family, girl. Okay?
We needed a PSA for the
You're,
for the viewers.
you're from an ethnic family. Don't act like you don't know what a good tongue roll is, okay?
Lord Jesus. Lord.
Don't make me get T.O. John up on here talking Portuguese
Oh
on y'all.
no. Oh no.
He's gonna be a guest on here. He'll be out here spazzing if we bring him on the pod.
Those are facts. I bet that we could cold call him. We should do that. Maybe not on today's, but on one episode, I'm sure he'd be like, "What the?"
He'd be fired up. The other thing about with using the Zoom, and that's another topic for another episode, but like eventually we're gonna have to upgrade our technology. There's a lot of cool platforms out there to do
Yeah.
on that I think are a lot more techy than Zoom, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
People start somewhere, you know?
yeah, but we could send even in real time, I could send an invite of this Zoom to anybody right now
Oh
via
yeah.
text, and they could just join the Zoom.
You should do it. Wait, okay.
Who?
Can we? I think you text my dad the link and just see what happens.
All right.
And
Well,
then, oh, so he's not going to be able to see me. Oh, we haven't figured this out.
well, why not?
Oh, he will. Yeah, he will. Because last time did you send this Zoom link last time or you just did like FaceTime on your phone
Um,
with Danny?
how did we do that?
I think you just FaceTimed him on your computer and then you shared your screen. Oh
Uh,
yeah, okay. He will be able to see me if you send my dad the Zoom link.
all right, hold on. I mean, do I need to be like click this link, John, or will he just understand?
Just send him just the link.
I just sent him the link.
Oh my God. And then we can be like, "Hey, you called us."
Be like, you called us. I don't why are you calling us? What do you want to talk about? I'm gonna be so excited if this thing dings and says John Borges is in the waiting room. He's not even, does he know what a podcast is?
I'm sure he does.
We're gonna find out if he responds. I don't
It's
know.
5:30 here.
I mean, he's a working man. He's busy. He's solving problems, he's repping his people.
He is repping his
He's
people.
repping his people, which includes your hubby. So let him do what he does.
Let him cook.
Let Uncle John cook with that union. You got to keep them bennies right.
All right, on to the next.
Yeah, Uncle John, he's probably looking at his phone right now, like, what the fuck is this?
He's probably like, I don't have Zoom. How do I make an account? I gotta make an account.
He's probably gonna try and call you to be like, hey, Ben sent me this thing and I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
I love it. I
yeah.
love
Well, we could pre-plan in the future people that we want to bring on the pod and
Yep.
tell them to come on at a certain time and see where it takes us. But like
Sounds
with a time limit, like Danny Page, we love you, but like you got 5 minutes, bro. We don't need 20 minutes of you in our lives. Like,
good.
you got 5 good minutes. Tell us something funny. Tell us what you're doing, and then out.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Um,
Right.
I like it. I so I can't wait to hear that song though with you and Angie.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Um,
I can't play that song. That pisses me off.
we'll figure it out.
Manuel Medrano.
I don't know what that means.
That's the name of the guy who sings it. Manuel
Oh,
Medrano.
Oh,
I believe I think he's Puerto Rican. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not, though.
it didn't sound like you said somebody's name. I was like, yeah, I
No,
don't know what that means.
he's actually a big freaking star. He's super
Oh, really?
popular. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Um,
That's
I've been listening to a lot of Spanish music when I'm in the car, just to try and keep my brain sharp.
yeah.
And when my mom was here, I had it on, and I don't know what song it was, but they said something, and she like quickly translated it,
Your mom?
just like a couple words, and I was like, "Oh, okay, mom, you still got it, you're still
What?
sharp." And she was looked at me
Your
like,
mom is bilingual?
"Well, I wouldn't say that, but my mom taught Spanish for many years, and when she was a teacher years ago."
Whoa, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. She taught Spanish and English. And when we lived in California many years ago, she taught like English as a second language. And in California, there were tons of students who had immigrated to California from places like Thailand and Vietnam from Southeast Asia. And those kids, the students of hers, we got to know really well, and they were really wonderful people. And we still talk about some of them all these years later.
I can't remember that one quote that Anne
Oh,
was.
I know what you're going to say. I was just getting ready to say it.
I
I,
can't remember if it's appropriate or not.
no, it's not that bad. She had this Vietnamese student named his name was Tung Put,
Yeah,
and so she had a mix of like Vietnamese kids, kids from Indonesia, but then they also had like some students from like Mexico. So it was this crazy mix of languages and cultures in her classroom. And there was a Mexican kid named Roberto who was in her class, and then there was Tung Put,
right.
who was from Vietnam. And a lot of the Vietnamese kids carried knives. Like, look,
Crazy.
this is a different time. We're talking about the early '80s. These kids were coming from bad situations. It's just how it was. But anyway, Tung Put had trouble saying the word Roberto, like saying it the right way.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
And so he would call him Roberto. And so they got an argument, and Tung Put like came in like frantic to my mom, and he would call my mom instead of Mrs. Stentz, he would say, Metin, Metin. And he came and he said, Metin, Metin. Roberto say, fuck you. He was telling on Roberto for cursing.
Yeah.
Metin, Metin. Roberto say, fuck you. We still say that in my house.
I'll never forget the first time your mom told me that story, and I was hysterical. I was like, Anne, what are you saying right now?
What I remember about those years, because I
Yes.
was the middle child and I was the one most
Robert.
likely to get in trouble, I think. My mom would go on like these home visits to they don't do this anymore in school, I don't think, but
Home visits? Yeah, that sounds like jail time.
right. But she would go have an appointment and go to these people's houses and like meet the parents and talk to them about, their child and how it was going. And
Yeah,
she'd always take me with her, I think, because I just couldn't be left unsupervised even at a young age. And we'd go in many of these homes, particularly the Southeast Asian families. I remember we always had to take our shoes off when we would go in, just as kind of a custom. And these families were they had such reverence and respect for my mom because she was the teacher.
mm,
They would put together the biggest feast you could imagine and like treat my mom like royalty because they put that much respect on the teacher.
yeah,
It was a big deal. We would go in and we often would sit on the floor and they would go all out to like put on a good showing for her because out of respect, because that's how they felt about the teachers. And I remember that. My mom remembers that too. It was pretty neat.
that's cool.
Yeah.
And now
Oh,
Stephanie is
uh-oh,
out here.
uh-oh. Somebody wants to enter the chat. All right, are you ready?
Ready? Are we recording? Yeah, we are. Is he on screen?
It says he's connecting to oh, did not connect to audio. Can you see him, Kristen? Can you see?
No, it says iPhone. Oh, there he is.
Oh, 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 oh,
Oh no.
oh, there he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Hi.
Uh-oh. Can he hear us is the question. And can we hear him?
He's
He's
trying to
looking at
figure it out.
looking at his phone.
He
That
signed. He
that
signed up for an account.
uh
Oh, we can't hear you.
that is your father, Kristen.
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? That's your daddy.
Look at him.
I think he thinks if he keeps walking, he'll get like a better signal.
That's his best angle. Walking. Oh, there. Hi. We can't hear you. We can't
Yeah.
hear you.
I mean, of course, we're gonna have a technical difficulty, right? How long are we gonna let this go with
Give
Don?
it. Oh, he's trying. He's trying to connect to audio. Yeah? Hello? Say words. Nope. Can't hear you. All right, we're on a time crunch, so if you can hear
This
us,
is
we
this
gotta we gotta
this is
let
this
you
is
go.
live. This is live. This is the live pod, John. We can't be having dead space like this.
Like he's freaking out.
I, I mean,
Hey,
I
put
feel
your phone up close. Put your phone up close to your mouth and say, "What up?" He can hear us though. Wave to us.
no, he can't hear us either. Damn, what
Dad,
what's it?
can you hear us, Dad? Oh, he's struggling. He's going through it.
He's
Don't
struggling.
worry about it.
What should I do? Should I kick him out? I
Yeah,
feel
just hang up on him.
r-
Bye.
bye.
Oh, he's like, don't let go. I'll never let go.
Oh, well,
I'll
listen.
text him.
Yeah, it was a good faith effort. We put him on the spot. He wasn't prepared. But we will bring Uncle John back on a future episode to give him a fair shot to say his piece. We can't go. We can't let him go out like that, you know.
I said, don't worry about calling back. I'll call you when I'm done to explain. He's probably like, this fucking thing doesn't work.
He's like
He's
this
so
fucking
mad.
iPhone.
He's so mad.
Hey, we tried. We tried. We need to pre-plan these things. Well, not with everybody, but with someone that needs a little more tech time to plan. Other people, we could just spring it on them um,
Yeah.
last minute. Yeah.
Oh, look. What is he saying? He said, okay. All right,
So,
cool.
okay.
All right, on to the next.
On to the next. Um, yeah, there's a lot of people I'd like to bring on the pod just because I think they'd be funny and interesting. To just let them go ham with like random stuff. The one that's in my head is my friend, my business partner, Larry Lineweaver, who is one of the coolest guys I've ever met in my life. One of the greatest guys, period, but funny
Yeah.
on a whole nother level funny.
Okay.
Like random weird sayings. This guy's got more sayings that I've never heard. And I've heard a lot of stuff. I got a lot of sayings, but he's got
Yeah.
one that I'm like, what'd you just say? I have to
Oh,
ask him to
okay.
say it again. And then I'm like, this dude is on some different shit.
Okay. So that might be a good long episode with Larry.
Larry could go on for hours with stories about he was in the Air Force forever, craziness, crazy stuff he's told me. Uh,
Okay. I
yeah.
love it.
And I hesitate. I'm going to wait till we bring him on, but I really do want to tell the story about like the first time Larry and I really met, what
Yeah.
he did and said to me, which is like 99% of the time, if you did and said this to someone that you didn't know, it would probably be so offensive, so
Oh,
inappropriate. But when he did it, I immediately thought like, I love this dude.
It's like a 50-50. He was like, I'm either going to be friends with this dude or this is it.
Right. Or I'm gonna like piss him off and he's gonna be like, dude, don't ever talk to me again. But
Yeah.
Larry's Larry. He just he is who he is. And it's so natural and genuine that I immediately knew like this dude is hilarious and I
I
love
love
him.
it.
Yeah.
That's a great teaser for that episode, whenever that will be.
God, I've told the story a lot, and every time I tell it, people are like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "No, I'm not
And I
kidding."
really haven't heard it, so I really
No,
don't
you
know.
haven't.
Yeah, yeah.
It's mildly inappropriate, but it's funny. So
It'll be good. It'll be good for the pod.
shout out to Lerbo. That's what they called him in the Air Force, Lerbo.
Lerbo? Okay.
Yeah, and then we also call him the Lair Bear,
Much different than Lerbo.
Triple L, leg
Triple L.
legendary Larry Lina Weaver.
Okay.
And we got lots of names, sometimes we call him Brent.
No.
Yeah, because his name's actually Brent.
What?
I didn't know this for like
His
a year.
middle name is Larry
Yes, he broke it to me one day. He's like, back home
Brent.
in West Virginia, they call me Brent. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yes. Okay. If I ever meet him in person, which I know that I will, I'll be like, hey,
Yep.
Brent, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah. He said, or no, I have it the other way around. Brent is his middle name, but that's what everybody called him growing up. But when he joined the
Oh.
Air Force, because they don't, they went by what his government name was just Larry.
Oh,
They
okay.
start calling him Larry. And so everybody like up here in Delaware knows him as Larry. Nobody knows him as Brent. Uh,
Right.
So yeah, if you call him Brent, he'll laugh. He'll just think you'll definitely meet him because he lives like 7 doors down from me. We live on the
Oh
same.
my gosh. Right, right, right. I think you did tell me that
I can
before.
see his driveway from my driveway. So yeah, you'll
Oh,
meet.
that's great. Okay, so he can be an in-person guest for you, with you.
Yes, he might be the first live pod guest.
Okay. I love that.
It'll be
Well, then maybe we need to break away during family vacay and all three be in person. That would be fun.
100%.
Okay. All
100%.
right.
Larry is crazy.
81 days. 81 days. 81 days.
81 days, yeah, until you get to meet the Lair Bear. And by the way, the Lair Bear like sells like 40 or 50 houses a year, and we like to joke like the dude doesn't have a database. He has like no like people have like fancy databases, and he's got none of that.
Really?
People ask me like every week somebody will say to me like, "Hey, like you guys are killing it. Like, how does Larry do it?" And I've developed this thing where I like lean in, like come close. I'm going to tell you the secret. Get them to like bring their ear in, and I say, "He's outworking you."
Mm.
How he does it.
He just knows people. He knows a guy who knows 10 guys.
He does know a lot of people because he's been in Delaware. He came here, when he first got into the Air Force, because in Dover there is, big Air Force base. So he's been here, I think, since like, I think he told me he came here in like 80.
Okay.
And he raised his family here. And so he knows a ton of people, but it's not just that. There's just, for one, he's one of these, he's got that old school work ethic. Like, he's just going to out hustle you. Like, you want to take a day off, you go ahead. And Larry's going to go sell 3 houses.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that Larry he's kind of memorable and he's likable and he's genuine. Like the shtick of Larry is actually Larry.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not he's not like putting on an act like let me
Right.
act like this, aw shucks West Virginia guy.
Yeah.
That's Larry. What you see is Larry. And it's
I
so
love those kind of
up
people.
it's uplifting because he's rarely not in a good mood and he's funny and he likes to joke around. He loves to go. He's always out listening to live music and having a few drinks and he's just a guy you don't forget.
I love it.
Yeah, no, he's the best, man. That guy. As they say in the biz, he's aces. They don't really say that, but I'm gonna say that.
feel like I've heard it. Aces.
He's aces. Yeah,
Larry.
yeah.
Brent.
Brent. Brent Lina Weaver.
Brent.
Yeah, you'll meet all the line of Weaver. Well, not all of them, but you'll meet some of them when you're here. You'll meet his wife Joyce and his daughter Brittany. For sure, you'll meet those three.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I love all the peeps.
Oh
Love
yeah.
the peeps.
Should we do like a little um pre-planning convo about family vacay? Like what's gonna happen that week?
You
Um,
can. I don't know that we have any. Well, we have a couple things figured out, I think.
what are they? I missed the memo.
We know that we're doing the pontoon. We know,
Shout out to Captain Jimmy again.
yes, we know that we're gonna do the bonfire.
Shout out to Captain Jimmy
Is
and
that him too?
Teaching Bash. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I need to tell him that though. Do you know the dates? Because I need to get that on
Angie,
the calendar.
Angie asked us all. Angie asked a smaller group. It was like me, Steph, Angie, and Amy. And we landed on, I think, Tuesday, Thursday for activities.
Oh, she did tell me this. She
There you
did.
go.
Hey, babe, you told me, and I remember.
Yes.
So I need to tell Captain Jimmy. More importantly, I need to tell his wife Erica, the brain and the beauty of that operation. We want to do one of those nights. We want to get a reservation on the calendar for a beach bonfire, and then the other day we want to do a pontoon.
A pontoon action. I think we do pontoon first in the week and then beach bonfire Thursday.
Now, do you want to do pontoon like the first time we did it in Rehoboth Bay. That was the one where we were like pulling you on the raft.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was like pretty shallow water, but then the second time we went further south and we were in
Bethany, right?
all the way down to Fenwick Island. I think that bay is called this is this is a true thing. I'm not being profane. I believe that's called Assawoman Bay. No joke. You
I
remember
believe you.
that was like more serious water, like open water, some waves, a lot of boats.
I don't care. There may be a baby aboard. Like I think Oscar's coming, so I think those this is what I told your wifey. I said, I'm down for whatever, per usual. I leave it to the boat captain and the people with babies to make the final decisions because I'm here for it all.
Well,
The
if
boat captain and the babies make the call.
I feel like we should, first of all, if we go back to that place we went last time, that's not Captain Jimmy because he operates out of Dewey, which is Rehoboth Bay, the place where we did it
Yeah.
the first time.
Is that where we had to pull over for me to throw up all over the side of the road?
No, that was when we rented the boat down in Fenwick Island and we had lunch at Harpoon Hannah's, and then on the way home
Did we?
had to make a stop.
Good times.
I think I have video of that.
We won't show that here.
Not
That
gonna
will not be the picture in picture. That way.
not gonna make it on the pod.
Nope.
I think we should do the one that's more local. For one, it's Captain Jimmy, and
Yeah,
I am loyal to him and his wife and their company. I really want to support our local entrepreneurs.
let's do
Uh,
it.
Two, they're amazing people and they're friends of mine. And three, I think that's just a calmer experience. And if we're going to have baby Oscar and Graham, it may just be more appropriate.
Let's do it.
It's closer and it's easier. So it'll just be an easier operation
Yeah,
all around, I think.
let's do it. I'm down.
All right, I'm gonna so what are those dates? I'm looking at my calendar on the pod.
Okay, everybody who's watching and listening to the pod, if you want to meet us there, we're going to be there
You're gonna know our schedule.
July.
I
Hold
think
on.
that's like July 29th.
This is when people are going to rob our houses. This is what you're not supposed to do.
On July 28th, we're gonna be out.
Right.
All right, I'll save the dates for later, but I do need to get with Jimmy because they get busy and I want to make sure we can get a spot.
I think Dr. CISO Stents is really all over it. But yes, Tuesday, Thursday, boat, and then bond.
Okay.
Boat and bond.
Boat and bond.
Boat
Uh,
and bond.
Deal. We're doing a boat with Captain Jimmy about a
For the
month ago
bachelor.
for the bachelor party, and then the Lux Property Group. Shout out to those darn Luxers, as we like to say.
Yay!
We're doing a client appreciation bonfire on the beach in September with Beach and Bash.
Oh, okay.
We got that reserved already. I think they already got our permit and stuff. So we're going to invite
So
all of
you're
our
making
past clients and tell them, feel free to bring somebody with them. And we're going to do the bonfire on the beach. We're going to have catered food and really just want to do something to let those folks know that well, let's state the obvious. Without them trusting us, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So
heck
we're
yeah.
appreciative. We want to do something cool, something fun, something easy where people can come out and have some food and have a beverage and just enjoy the beautiful Delaware beaches.
That'll be awesome. I like that. I like a little appreciation event.
Listen, I'll send you an invite. I mean, fly out here. It's a tax write-off.
True. Facts are facts.
Like this Zoom subscription. Bitches,
Facts are
15.99 a month. I'm writing that off. Pardon my language.
It's true. I feel like I was telling my team that the other day. Oh, because one of
Subtle reference to your team there.
my I was telling the team the other day because one of them who's Austin based, shout out to Natalie, her brother is getting married in September, which this may conflict with the invite that you just extended to me. But her brother's getting married in Lake Tahoe on the California side, and they are hiring me as their planner.
And I'm available that weekend, ironically. Captain Jimmy, good luck with the bonfire. Let's send pics. I'm going to Tahoe, bitches.
Let's go. That's what I'll put my out of office as that weekend. Going to Tahoe, bitches.
I feel like there's got to be a role for me with Hype Woman Productions. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to pay me much. I mean, you got to pay me a little something. I'm not, I mean, like I got skills. There's got to be a role for me where I could,
Skills with the Z.
with a Z, where I could at least show up at these cool venues, write it off because it's business. I'm a subcontractor of Hype Woman Production.
You're an usher.
Okay, I'm a great usher.
You're an usher for sure.
I mean, I do officiate weddings. Now you downgrade me to an usher, but I'll take it for a trip to
It's
time.
not a downgrade. It's not a down. Oh, that's possibly an unpopular opinion.
Really?
Ushers, not a downgrade. Very important
From
role.
being the officiant?
I mean, not a da two very important roles. People got to know where to go to sit to watch the wedding get officiated. Just saying. Granny needs a handler. Just saying.
I guess, but I mean, when you're the officiant, you got the mic. I got the mic. I got the mic. I'm getting ready to say some shit up in here. That's a pretty big role.
Oh man, I need to have I need to have the songs open. I was about to play some DMX right there up in here.
Why can't we play music on this damn pod?
Okay, so me and Dustin share a Spotify and Pandora account. So like if I started playing, oh wait, he's at school right now. I can totally do it. Stand by.
How are you gonna do it? We can't hear it.
I feel like we can. No?
I don't know. Every time I try to
God. Woo! Are you sharing your stream?
I know because I'm getting ready to play some music.
We really can't go on until we get this figured out.
I'm literally like I'm about to spaz out.
Why is it
Can
not?
you hear that? Can you
It
hear
sounds as bad as the phone.
it?
Yeah.
Get it.
I think it's an audio setting. Anyways, all right.
All right. We got to figure that out. I'm gonna call Spotify tomorrow probably.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah. I'm gonna call Mark Zuckerberg or somebody tomorrow.
You know
Get
what I also just realized? Sorry. I was my ADHD was just popping off. I was looking at the view that we're on and it's going to be who's speaking. It's not the next to each other view. I think.
How do you change that? I see view.
Oh, this is IG ready. The stacked.
Is your
Yep.
one on top of each other?
Yeah, you're on
Not,
top of mine.
not on mine.
Oh shit.
What did I change it to? Multi-speaker.
Multi-speaker, yeah.
It says you need 5 or more participants to do multi-speaker.
What? I literally just changed it.
Oh my God, what is this?
Oh,
Immersive. Oh
I
my God.
changed it back. Okay, we're just scrolling out.
Oh, look, can you see that?
Okay, so we need, wow,
This is called the art gallery view.
we need one with just two people though.
I know.
I didn't even see those settings.
Oh, hold on, hold on. There's
Oh,
another.
now I,
Oh, what's up? What's up?
okay, welcome to the kitchen.
Welcome to these beautiful pastel mugs up here.
Oranges?
Apples, oranges. I like it.
Toaster.
You're on the wrong side. I don't know how to stack the view.
Um, I don't know. Now those settings are gone. Oh, there they are. So multi-speaker didn't work for you? You're totally stacked for me. I'm gonna send you a screenshot in your text so you can see what I'm looking at.
What the F, man? We need a tech guru slash producer of this show.
For real though. Oh, I almost sent it to my dad. That would have been hilarious.
Speaker mode, that's not what I
Oh,
want.
that was a disturbing angle that I took that screenshot for me. Sorry.
Let's see this. Damn, what am I doing?
But that's the view for IG Live for sure.
Jeez, who knew?
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, we need we need we need some guidance. Let's just say that. We need some technical assistance.
We need an intern.
We do.
We need
Hey,
an intern.
taking applications for intern
Oh
of
my God.
Rev and BP.
You know who can be our intern, right?
Jaden Lopez.
Jaden Lopez.
Jaden Lopez. He
I'm
probably
like,
already knows how to do all this.
I'm like, he's going to school for video and all this stuff.
We
We
need Jaden Lopez as our intern, but he's probably going to want to get paid, and I don't know if we know what the budget is thin.
we have chocolate chip cookies. I'll send some his way. When he sees this is episode 3. It's gonna be a while, but
Yeah,
Jaden Lopez, you're hired as our free unpaid intern.
that's right. You can use it for like credit for your one of your college classes or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Literally did this though. I I mean, kind of. The girls who I had as interns for Hypo Productions had to have a certain number of hours, but we can give Jaden all the hours. Yeah,
Yeah, unlimited hours, 1,000
totally.
hours,
Let's
2,000
go.
hours. We don't care.
1,000 Pound Sisters. Was that a callback?
I
Was that an episode too?
gotta look that up. I swear that's what it's called. I think it's like a spinoff.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you find it and
oh
you
yeah.
pull it up.
Uh, look,
Oh, okay. I have seen them. I thought that they were on my 600 pound life.
they might
So
have been. Maybe they were originally. TLC loves a good spinoff.
that lady was on the clip that I saw of her. She's like, I think I'm pregnant. I haven't had my period in a long time. And the doctor's looking at her like, yeah, because you're kind of like overweight to where your stuff is so not balanced out. Like ma'am, you are not pregnant.
I don't want to get too into it, but would if someone was extremely overweight, might that make your period stop happening?
So many things can make that stuff crazy. So that could be one of them. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
News, it's all news to
She's
me.
like, I'm pregnant. She's like, so when do you think that occurred? And she's like, I don't know.
Well, that
Couldn't
yeah,
tell you.
that's interesting. Hey, there's another show on TLC, just reminded me, called Balin Out Loud. Balin is the name of this young lady, and she
Okay.
has a pretty extreme case of Tourette's.
Oh,
They're following her with her family and her boyfriend, and it's very interesting.
I
Uh,
know who you're talking about.
she's got
Another
big on IG, I think.
another unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
I think that she's faking it.
What? I don't know.
I have I would not hesitate to say that to anybody. I
That's a
think
real hot take you're spitting out on the pod right now.
I think she's faking it. I don't know. I know one other person with Tourette's, and I know every case is different,
Sure.
but you also, like, even taking that aside, like in normal everyday conversations, I feel like you can tell when people are trying a little too hard for certain things, and I think that that's where she's going. We can move on to another topic. I'm just unpopular opinion.
I do want to just touch on of her one of the phrases that she says a lot because
It's
Angie and I
sad.
talked about this. She has a thing, for one, most of her ticks, she has to do things 3 times, either say them or do them. So she has this thing about people that are bald. Anytime she sees someone who's bald, she'll go, "You're bald." But then she'll follow it up with, "You're bald." But then there's a third one, like real understated like this, "You're bald."
That's not.
And so Angie and I have been saying to each other, like, "You're bald."
I know who you're talking
We
about.
like Balin. We think Balin's super sweet, and her boyfriend is super sweet, like understanding, like really patient and helpful.
Yeah, because he's like, keep faking it for the money, girl. Get that cheese.
Well, listen, that's another topic. I've read that the people on 90 Day Fiance, like they're making barely any money for being on there.
Oh, hmm.
I don't know about Balin or anybody else, but the 90 Day people, I think they're making little to no money.
Yeah,
That's why most of them, if they get a little bit of following on like IG, you'll see them like promoting brands, like
yeah,
trying to make some money, as like
yeah.
an um
Well, just a thought. Just saying.
yeah.
The BP thought.
Man, that's interesting take. It never crossed my mind, but I guess it's possible.
That's your whole life now. Well, let's see how it goes in like 30 years if she gets tired of faking it.
You said it, not me. Have you heard I don't know where this comes from, but it's one of these like online things that people are talking about. Like, could one like adult male gorilla win a fight against 100 men, like 100 humans?
I feel like,
This
yeah,
is, this is all over the place. People are talking about this.
I've never seen this. So like this is a dumb question, but like zoo size gorilla, like
Like a wild, full size, like
in
silverback.
the wild, yeah, you're dead.
I I watch a lot of
Yeah.
nature shows, Prima.
A lot of what shows?
I watch a lot of nature shows. Okay.
I thought you said naked shows.
I mean, listen, let's keep it PG. What I do after 11 is my business. Uh, a grown male, or not even male, I don't know that male or female matters in this case. A grown, like full-size gorilla in the wild would absolutely destroy 100 humans.
Destroy, yeah,
The
100%.
humans with no weapons, let's just
Yeah,
themselves, not a
yeah,
freaking chance. Because first of all, the gorilla is equally as intelligent as the human, or damn near close.
yeah,
So it's not like you're going to outsmart it. Gorillas are remarkably smart. And
right.
they're no like their strength. It's a different thing.
I don't know that I would fucks with a gorilla.
No,
Like,
even 100 people. The strength of these
no.
full-grown gorillas is immeasurable compared to a human being. It's not even in the
Well,
same category.
so people are saying that 100 men, oh, okay, is it like 100 men all at the same time?
Yeah.
I
It-
still think that wouldn't do anything.
no, the gorilla would win. 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I like these. I like these kind of quick thought topics. and we just go over a ton of them. I like that.
There's a lot in this brain here, a lot of important stuff in this brain here.
I love that.
Yeah.
Um, where are we on time?
I think we got like 6 or 7 minutes left, something like that.
Okay.
I'm just making that up. I'm just guessing. There is a
Oh,
show the timer, but whatever. At this
that's
point,
okay.
we're already into it. I
One
did.
day we were talking about interns, but I have thought about this before. I probably have even said this to you before. One day when I have enough free time to like hang out with you longer in Delaware, I want to like shadow what you do as a realtor. Ma'am. I think that would be very cool. But that
Of,
was just, like a squirrel thought.
of course. I mean, I've said this to you before. I know you're really good at what you do and you love it. You'd be an amazing realtor. Realtor. You'd be an amazing realtor.
Realtor.
It's people ask me this all the time. Like, oh, I'm thinking about getting my real estate license. Like, what's that like?
Hmm.
I'm like, it's fucking hard. What do you mean, what is it like? Like, you think I just sit here and like people are just like knocking on my door and handing me checks? No, it's hard.
Yep.
But but I believe um the skill set that I have and some of the skills I've developed in my previous career played right into this because I think the most important things are like being a good communicator, like being able to talk to people, engage with people where that, you make that connection, being organized for sure. I think you got to be a great multitasker, which I know you are based on what you do.
Mm.
And then if you mix in, the work ethic, then I think if you have those kind of skills, you're willing to hustle and you can be really successful at this and you'd be great at it. No
I
doubt.
think what is the most fun part about being a realtor? A realtor. That's actually really hard to say.
Um, my favorite part, I mean, obviously, there's two answers. One, when you've end up spending a long stretch of time with someone, particularly someone who's buying a house, that can take a long time for them to find
Yeah.
the right house, and so you end up getting to know them, somewhat. I was going to say intimately. Does that sound inappropriate? Like
No, no, that's good.
we make out? No, it's not
No,
like
no, no, no.
you get to know them pretty damn well, and you get to know like about their family because you spend a lot of time together. And
Yeah.
so when one of these clients where it takes particularly long time, but then you get to the finish line, like that day, that settlement day, besides the fact that that's the day I get paid, which of course is important because I got bills and my wife's got fancy taste, but I love that moment where like you can kind of look at him and be like, wow, like do you
Yeah.
remember when we first met like 9 months ago?
Hmm.
Our relationship has become like a real relationship during that time. And
Yeah.
I work really hard to stay in touch with all my clients after they've bought or sold their house.
Yeah.
And not all of them want to do that.
Right.
Not that they wouldn't take my call if I call, but not all of them want to like, text back and forth. But a lot of them do, and they appreciate, that I stay in touch. And so that's there's that part. And then the other part is particularly with like a first time home buyer, helping them. I kind of call it like helping them figure out how to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Like, what do you need to do really to buy a house? Like,
Yeah.
you need to get with a good lender who can help you understand your options in regards to that. And if you need to improve your credit or whatever, they can give you good guidance. And then I want to put them together, with my expertise and match that with the lender. And then once we find a house, now we're matching them with a really skilled home inspector and helping them put that puzzle together, the logistics of it and the timeline of it, and kind of coaching them, for lack of a better term, on what they need to do, these
Yeah.
steps. When it all comes together, it is pretty satisfying to see people like get the keys to that first house.
Heck yeah.
Or even if it's not a first house, like we got a lot of people here who are buying retirement homes, and that's another big monumental moment for people. So, at the end of the day, my answer is kind of tied to it's the relationships that I think are cool. The people you get
Yeah.
to, I meet all kinds of people, like from all over the country with all kinds of backgrounds and stories. Everybody's got a story. I love hearing people's story. Like,
Hmm.
Where are you from? Like, what did you do for a living? Like, I find that interesting. I'm interested in people.
Yeah, totally. I feel like I would enjoy going to see different homes with people and like getting their live reactions on things where it's like, oh, you walk in, you're like, oh, I can tell they hate it, so I gotta cancel these next three meetings that I have at these
Yeah.
other homes. Or you're like, oh, they're super stoked. This is gonna be like a good client if it's the first time you're meeting them. That would be fun to just go walk the houses and see them all with them.
Yes, I was out yesterday with this couple that I'm working with, and we've looked at a fair amount of houses over the last month. And the more houses I go into with them, the better my understanding of what they want gets.
Yeah, yeah,
They can verbalize it to me, but every house we go to, my picture in my head gets a little clearer on what is going to do it for them.
yeah,
I was joking with them yesterday because we were going from one house to the next and in separate cars, and I had gotten to the next house before them. And so got the door open, turned the lights on, and I kind of took a quick look, and then they were kind of walking up, and I was like smiling at the wife, Jackie, and she goes, "What's so funny?" I said, "Jackie, we've spent a lot of time together, and now I really feel like I know what matters to you, and I'm not going to say anything. You come in here, look at this house, and then I'll tell you what I was thinking." And like 10 seconds in, she's like, "Oh, like no, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work." And I started laughing. She goes, "What?" I said, "I already knew because I'm paying attention and I'm
yeah,
feeling the vibe about it." And so that is fun and interesting. Although showing houses can be exhausting too.
yeah. I'm sure driving around, having to walk, I bet it takes at least 45 minutes for each time. Um, but then for your first time home buyers, like we had the luxury of my parents finding this home for us.
Right.
So like we really didn't have to go. We went to a few houses to see, but when they found this house, I don't think that we even saw it before because they were just helping us out to get our feet on the ground. But like now, being in here for 9 years, I'm like, okay, if we ever move again, I want to go look at houses when it's raining so I can see where all the flood is. It's like all the nuances that people who are the experts or who are just not ho first-time home buyers or second-time home buyers would know. And it's like you can really give them those pro tips that you're as they're going through their journey.
Yeah, yeah. It's and every day's different in the real estate world.
Mhm.
It's a wacky thing. And we like to say some days you feel like you're on top of the world, and then other days you feel like, oh my God, I'll never sell another house in my life. That's how messed up everything is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you gotta have some thick skin and kind of some the kind of guts to just kind of stick with it and keep doing the right things and have some faith that it's going to work out. It's the kind of business, there's like some crazy high percentage of people that get licensed, like don't make it to year three.
Mm,
Because when you're new, it's hard to kind of get your foot in. There's so many real estate agents, right? So like how do
yeah.
you you're brand new, how do you make enough money to like survive in those first year or two? And that's what gets a lot of people is they're like, I got to go get another job because I'm not making any money. So
Yeah. I I
oh
think after starting my company because I've been in the like agency corporate world where I've never owned my own company or had to figure all that out on my own. It's nice talking with you and kind of comparing like the peaks and valleys of of income of like how things are going in general of whatever is going on. It's like sometimes there's lows, but as long as you can go through that, then you're good. You're going to come out on the other side. So,
yeah. Yeah.
for all of the other business owners listening or people who are thinking about starting something, you should totally do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Best decision. I think that I like for me, this was like one of the best decisions I've ever made. I
Um,
think for you too.
Me too, for sure.
Yeah.
It was a long, productive, amazing run in the previous career, but I needed a new challenge. This was something I was interested in. And when I told our previous mayor, who's a friend of mine, good dude, that I was leaving to do this, he said, quote, "You're fucking crazy." And I said, "Watch." Because
Yep.
you need you got to have a little guts to do what either one of us did. Um, and my piece of advice for anybody who's thinking about doing that is find yourself a good mentor, somebody who can give you that guidance and that support. I had a lady who I ran this coaching program that I went through at Keller Williams Realty, Carol Barnhart. Big shout out to Coach Carol, who I still see all the time because now she's at Iron Valley.
Oh, that's so funny.
Carol taught the hell out of us, and everything she taught us, and a lot of it was like, you need to do these things consistently over the first year, two, three, and then here's what's going to start happening to your business. Every freaking thing she said happened.
Oh, really?
But she's like no nonsense coach. Like, if you don't do these things, you're gonna die in this business. You're gonna
Mm,
be back doing something else. But damn, she told us how it was, and I'm glad I was paying attention
yeah.
in that coaching program because she was right. And I'm grateful to Coach Carol. Always, always, always.
Shout out. Shout out.
Yeah, good people. So
Hard work manifestation.
yeah, yeah. But that's a good topic we could do in a future pod. I mean, kind of, being owning your own business, small business owner, entrepreneur, pros and cons, highs and lows, horror stories, big victories, all the things that come with it.
I love it.
Because we all have them. But I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing, and I know you're glad you're doing what you're doing.
For sure.
And like anything, I think if you surround yourself with the right people, you you have a good chance to be successful. And that's what I try to do is be around the right kind of people and
Yeah.
draft off of them and learn from them and pick up on their energy. So
Right on. Let's go.
yeah,
Woo!
well that's a good way to wrap up episode 3, Prima BP. You are the baddest wedding planning bitch on the planet, Hype Woman Productions. You're all over the place. You're Dallas, you're Delaware Beaches. We're going to Tahoe in September. You are one of one with your energy and your enthusiasm and your expertise. People love you. Anybody who wouldn't want you to help them coordinate their wedding is nuts because your energy is infectious and it's real and it's genuine. And when I get married again, I'm definitely going to hire you.
Craziness.
Yes.
Craziness.
So Rev and BP Pod episode 3. This is the end, but we will be back with episode 4 soon, and we're going to get our audio issues worked out because we got a lot of music things to do, and we're going to get our technology tightened up a little bit. Maybe we're going to get an intern. Go Knicks! Hey, go New York! Go New
Let's
York!
go.
Go. Okay. Los Knicks, as we like to say in Spanish. Los Knicks. Um,
Como para hacer olvidarte.
Yes, and you got your tongue roll working, girl. That's that Portuguese. You got it.
Portuguese popping.
Portuguese problem. People don't know about the Portuguese in the fam bam, but I know. No. One
Shout
episode
out.
I want to recap my wedding vows in Portuguese. I really never got a chance to ask John how I did. I'd like to get his input if he can recall whether my Portuguese was on point that day or not.
Oh yeah, I gotta call him to let him know what happened here
How,
today.
how are you going to explain it? What are you going to tell him happened?
We just we were doing a thing and thought that it would be good to see him, and then that's it. Because he won't get it. It's fine. He
Is
might.
Is Uncle John coming to family vacay?
He is not.
Is that because you didn't invite him?
I didn't invite him, but that's not why he's not coming.
Stop there. Enough said. There are certain lines we're not going to cross on the pod. We're going to talk about other people's shit, but not our own shit.
Right on, right on. Okay, that's a wrap for 3.
Ava, Ava, see you later, girl. Look alive. Ava, are you alive? Damn, out.
Out.
Out. Shorty's upstairs. I can hear her hitting her food dish through the roof because she's hungry. It's past her dinner time, so she's pissed.
Go feed that cat before the next play.
I will. Prima BP, you're the best.
You, you're the best.
You're the best. You're the best.
All
I'll
right.
see you on the next podcast.
Lisa, A-Town.
Bye.